Lighting up your day with a touch of soul. The Living Room on 938 Live.
Welcome to the Living Room on 938 Live and a new food series curated by the Arts House called Foodophilia. Comprises a smorgasbord of panel discussions, book launches, plays, films, music, and photography. It's now until the 31st of July. Now, one of these plays, Three Children and Hokkien Mee, a double bill, opens on the 25th of July. We're joined by director Luke Kwek, producer and performer Sophie Khoo, co-producer Chan Jun Kai, performer and marketing person for all of this, Rosemary Chan, and also somebody I've failed to get their name from. Luke Kwek as well.
And William from the Arts House.
And William from the Arts House. Okay, so here we go. So William, tell us first off, all about food it seems. Right?
Well, yeah.
Plays and films.
Obsessed with food.
Right. So that was the objective of curating this particular program?
Well, actually it grew out of our twin passions. I mean, obviously food and also literature and the arts. And Foodophilia is really first and one of its kind in Singapore, where we want to talk about food through literature, books, and the arts, plays, theater, music, films, in a more thoughtful and meaningful way. So instead of
just shoving it into our mouth.
Exactly. Right. So we want to shove it up into our brains and then talk about it in a more thoughtful way.
For a bit, instead of just, shoveling the food. So we're also talking about, say, the history of certain types of foods, and talks will be organized or have been organized where, so-called experts, if you will, people like food bloggers who are really experienced with the scrutinizing of food and so on. How did you manage to come up with a range of programs that you felt were extensive enough, that met enough needs and demands from people? And, everyone has a different sort of look on things and a different want for certain types of programming.
So for this, we actually wanted to focus on our national identity and also the cultural history of food. So we invited quite a number of people, writers, food bloggers, to come talk about it. And one interesting topic has been the state of hawkers. So hawker food, street food is really quite a contentious issue among different people. Some of them wanted to keep the authentic flavor of the food, to keep the recipes and keep the whole street food heritage. But some think that we need to evolve with the times. So it's really the issue of what is the origins of street food and what is Singapore food. And I think that's still something that is worth arguing over and debating over, because it really concerns about what we think of ourselves as a community, as a common people, with all these different threats and different food origins and different preferences. So we feel that with these platforms, through plays, for example, Three Children and Hokkien Mee, to explore all these different dynamics of us in terms of families, as a community, as different peoples.
We also have Our Company with us, which is a new and dynamic theatre collective dedicated to producing fresh and honest theatre inspired by local culture. Then, of course, as William mentioned, what could be more local culture than food? So, Sophie, you're producer of this particular thing, and you're also going to be performing as well.
That's right.
Double hatting, what's going on there?
Well, I love theatre a lot, so we decided that we wanted to do something that was ours, and we wanted to just do what we love. And then we looked through the materials that we had, and we decided that for our inaugural show we want to do Hokkien Mee and Three Children.
So it's called Hokkien Mee and Three Children. Is it not Three Children?
Oh yes,
Hokkien Mee?
Three Children and Hokkien Mee, a double bill.
Right. Yeah. So maybe Luke, you can tell us a bit about the story. Luke is director of Three Children and Hokkien Mee.
It's a double bill, two plays. One play, the first play, Hokkien Mee by Ovidia Yu. It's a story about a Cantonese girl who marries into a rich Hokkien banking family, and how she finds it really difficult to fit in and to find acceptance, especially by her mother-in-law. The second play, Three Children, it's about three siblings, two sisters and a brother, who look back on their early years growing up in poverty in a very poor part of Malacca town called Kapan Road. I think what these plays have in common is they both involve looking back into the past, re-examining our heritage, our roots, and I think as an inaugural show, there was a conscious decision that we wanted to look back into our heritage as like the local theatre scene. And I mean, these plays haven't been staged since 1995, so we thought, it'd be great.
Wow, that's almost 20 years.
Yeah, so it'd be great to do a revival for an inaugural show. Yeah.
Does food ever come into play besides the props you would put on the table?
Hokkien Mee is as the title goes, it's a pun actually. It's Hokkien Mee, M-E. But a very important character in the play is Hokkien Mee, the dish, which is it's a very popular dish, here, and it's also plays a very important part in the story, which I don't think I'm allowed to reveal.
All right. We always have no one tells us anything. We're going to try and squeeze it out of you in just a bit. We are chatting with people from our company who are putting up their double bill, 3 Children and Hokkien Mee. It's all part of the Arts House's Foodophilia. You can always find out more about all the other programs they'll have for you at thearthouse.com. where you can find a lineup of all their programs. We've got screenings of The Meatball Man. We've got screenings of some other films as well.
thearthouse.com.sg.
Of course. And of course, you can get your tickets for the shows at bytes.sg, bytes.sg. More in just a bit. Stay with us. Thanks for staying with us on The Living Room on 938 Live as we chat about 3 Children and Hokkien Mee, a double bill. It's by our company, which is a brand new theatre company, and it's their first play. They're a new company, and also this is all part of the Arts House's programs called Foodophilia, and you can always find out more about the programs that will be on hand. This is on till the 31st of July, theartshouse.com.sg. I get that correct second time round. And of course, if you want to get tickets to 3 Children and Hokkien Mee, it's at bytes.sg, bytes.sg. So I want to get involved, the rest of the people from our company. You're chums, first off. Is that how it all came together? Maybe let's ask Rosemary, who's also a marketing person doing all the legwork for the company, huh?
Hi, actually the 4 of us met in the theatre. Yeah, the 4 of us met in the theatre. We worked on a few productions before this, and we just found that we worked really, really well together, and we had similar visions and ideas of the kind of plays we wanted to do, the kind of things we were interested in. Yeah, so we just sort of fell into our different roles, and
Jun Kai, so you're producing this whole thing as well. Are you feeling a bit of pressure? It's sort of like you have to wield the whip, get the megaphone out, and Sophie, move it,
There's definitely a lot of pressure in terms of managing the whole thing, especially in terms of the money aspect. So, it's challenging getting the necessary funds to actually take this whole thing forward. And I think what is wonderful about our company is we have a team of very dynamic people with very different backgrounds and specializations. And when we come together, we are able to, really make this whole 3 Children and Hokkien Mee come alive on the stage. And, as a producer, I don't appear much on the stage, but a lot of the back end.
I'm sure you're felt.
But it's very interesting watching the whole thing build up, and I think over the last few months, in fact, as this whole thing grows, as a person who's offline from the stage, I really, really see things moving forward, and it's going to be something that's awesome and very interesting.
It must be very gratifying to finally see hard work come to fruition.
Yes.
William, why did you decide to put your faith in a new company to be part of Foodophilia? Were there concerns, or did you just, have faith?
Well, I think it's a matter of taking a leap of faith, but I guess if the listeners could look at the principles of our company, you can see how young they are, which is really great about them because...
I'll testify to that, they look 12.
Because they have junior college or something. But it's just their passion, and the intent is really, I think part of the reason why we set up our company is to promote local theatre and local artists. So we are really, really happy to work with them on this, and which is what Arts House is all about, to promote local theatre and local artists. So I'm really happy to be partnering with them on this production. And the tickets are selling really fast, all thanks to the marketing and promotion efforts.
That's Rosemary's thing,
yeah. So it is going really well, and we're definitely looking forward to more collaborations with them.
What's been the most challenging thing? Being a new company, being young. What was the most challenging, Sophie?
I think it would be, fundraising, and B, convincing people to come to watch the show. Because I think, you've got your family and friends who are very supportive, but then you also, want to share your theatre with people who might not otherwise, know you personally. And I think for us, it would be very gratifying if, we see people that we don't know in the theatre and who are coming to, just taking a chance on a new company and checking us out. Yeah.
So what about you, Luke? I mean, is this your day job? How are you feeling about the whole thing?
No, actually, that brings us to the topic of why our company even exists. All four of us, I think we have day jobs outside of the theatre. Sophie and I, we have jobs that are in the legal field. Jinka has just started a new job. Rosemary's doing her masters now. Yeah, and I think we think we are very passionate, and we know people like us who are very passionate about theatre and extremely talented. But the thing is, because the industry now is so developed, there's so many opportunities out there. But if you can't commit to it full time, it's very hard to find a chance to get involved, to express yourself, or to just practice your craft. And we
So you thought, what the heck, I'd start my own company, right? Since no one wants to give me an opportunity.
But we did. The Arts House did.
Yes, they've been very supportive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself going in, say, the next 5 years? Where do you see our company going? Do you think you'll leave the legal field and perhaps embark on this full time?
I think, as Kai and Luke have mentioned, I think having other jobs, outside of the theatre and doing this in our free time is something that gives our company, it's what makes us different from a lot of other companies that are out there, and they're very good companies. And I think for us, our day jobs actually allow us to bring a different perspective to the roles that we play, whether it's in production work or whether it's on the stage. So I can't speak for everybody, but personally I do see myself as still juggling both things. I think it makes life richer for me. I see different aspects. I get to, work. I get to do work that I like in the day, and I get to do all these other things that I love in the evening. And I think for me that's a very happy medium.
What about you, Rosemary? You think after you finish with your masters, have that square hat in your head, you will dive straight into theatre work?
I think I will continue having a day job as well as doing theatre. I don't think
so. The time management is not an issue for the four of you. Yes, William is saying you might not need sleep at your age.
But that might be true for them, the younger members of our company.
I don't.
So you think perhaps you might?
Yeah, I think I will continue. No, I think I will continue to have a day job as well as, because I love what I do. I'm doing my master's in literature, and I really love literature. And I think it does inform the way I explore the theatre. Yeah, and I don't think I could let go of that.
So Jinka, what can we expect from the show? 3 children and Hokkien mee.
Expect something very different. Expect something that is fresh. Luke brings a very interesting perspective to plays that we actually do, so it's something to really look forward to. And our company is new. We all bring a whole new, a new perspective to things, and do come and watch the show.
William, how does 3 children and Hokkien mee tie in with everything? Why did you choose this to be something that would be highlighted in Foodophilia?
Well, actually, the play closes the entire Foodophilia Festival, and part of it is obviously 2 local plays directed by a new company, and it also explores the theme of food in terms of family dynamics, ambition, and sibling rivalry in a sense. So I think it ties in very well with all the different themes we want to explore as part of our food culture, our identity, and also our families in Singapore. So we definitely look forward to sharing this double bill with the audience. And also this weekend we'll continue with a series of local films about food as well, and also a couple of book launches about books. So it's ongoing until the end of July. So and if I can just add something about our company, I think they serve as a good example of young, passionate theatre practitioners who are really interested and really driven about their craft. If they can do it, I really think that a lot of people out there who are interested in theatre and the craft should be able to do it too. So we really invite the audience to come see the play and also learn from the art company.
William's from the Art House. The Art House has a food series curated there called Foodophilia, and in it will be 3 children and Hokkien mee from the new theatre company, Our Company. A big thank you to William from the Arts House, Luke Quick, director of the show, producer and performer Sophie Koo, co-producer Chan Jun Kai, and performer and marketing person Rosemary Chan. Please get your tickets at bytes.sg, that's bytes.sg. It will be on from the 25th of July at the Arts House Play Den, and if you'd like to find out more about Foodophilia and the programs that will be there, you can always go to theartshouse.com.sg. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Jazzing up your day with a touch of